Now, I don't rage at video games that often, and I didn't rage during this game against Golden State, but screw it, this works for what I'm going for. You see how many open shots we were allowing against the Warriors that are just inexcusable? That is rage-inducing. And so as a result, we need some defenders, man. And we're going to be talking about that, but first what I want to do before we really jump into this offseason, a bit of a season report card, if you will, sort of deal. We're just going to go down each position. Start with the point guard spot. I'm pretty happy with Darren Collison. He was already an efficient, team-first kind of guy, but I learned as the season went along how to be more aggressive with him in terms of attacking the basket and scoring, and that's kind of what I want to do with him moving forward. I mean, this game against Oklahoma City, in a big moment like this, a lot of times I would just post up with Boogie, but I said, no, I want to see if we can make something happen with Darren Collison in a pick and roll. And while Westbrook's able to stay in front of him, I do get around him, and then it leads to a Boogie open jumper. So I want to do more things like that with Darren Collison. Moving on to the shooting guard spot, Aaron Aflalo's gone. We could have traded him for a first-round pick if he didn't get injured at the exact worst time of the season to where he would be out for the trade deadline. So Aflalo's going to be gone, and it's going to open up a decent amount of salary for us. Small forward position, Allen Crabbe. I mean, he's been fantastic as a shooter. We got rid of Rudy Gay's, scoring off the bench a little bit because we had to. But Crabbe's shooting and his ability to play off DeMarcus Cousins is just fantastic, so he's going to be great moving forward for us. Or at least I assume he will be. Now for the power forward spot, Willie Cauley-Stein, the defense has been great. He's been able to intercept passes, contest shots, and move around the floor pretty well. But his athleticism against other big men has been huge as well, because he's got like an 85 speed at the power forward or center spot that's really effective. And this play right here where he hits the mid-range, that's the next step for his game. Now for the backup point guard position moving forward, Ty Lawson is gone. Shabazz Napier will be taking over that position. And the only question with Napier is his defense, because from an offensive and playmaking standpoint, he's pretty decent. So LeBron's favorite player in like 4 drafts ago will be our backup point. For the backup 2, Bogdanovich is coming over. He's going to be the scorer for us, hopefully off the bench, kind of like a replacement to Rudy Gay. Now, what happens to Ben McLemore? I mean, he's still on the roster. He might get some more opportunities in small moments, but he's just not that good, man. And when we have a guy like Bogdanovich who's going to be playing for us, McLemore just might be out of luck. Same thing can be said for Malachi Richardson, who seems like he can be promising, but if Bogdanovich is going to be the guy, then it's a tough break for the other backup shooting guards. For the backup 3 spot, I want to run with Garrett Temple. He was a nice defensive player for us, but he was also a pretty decent 3-point shooter as well. When he was open, more often than not, he did drop it through. Now for the backup big men positions, Scalabissier, he was pretty okay in his rookie season, I would say. He had moments of being a scorer as a mid-range shooter for us. That's going to be an option for him, and he's also not bad defensively. And as far as Costa Koufos is concerned, I actually might be dumping Koufos' salary, and you're going to see why in a moment. Let's lead this thing into free agency. You will notice the shooting guard position is wide open because Aaron Aflalo is gone. And we could roll with Bogdanovich, but if you remember those moments against the Warriors where we were bad defensively, we need someone who can clean that type of stuff up. And I'm looking right at Andre Robertson. And in terms of actually signing the guy, it's not going to cost that much. Defensively, he could be great. From an athleticism standpoint, he could be awesome for us as well. But if we dump both Costa Koufos and Matt Barnes, because he's not really doing much for us either, then we could actually free up enough salary to where we could go for a power forward like I was talking about in the last video. Serge Ibaka's there, man. And Serge Ibaka would be a fantastic power forward to play off of Boogie because he's a mid-range shooter, he's a bit of a 3-point shooter, and he's also a fantastic defensive player. So if we were able to add both Serge Ibaka and Andre Robertson in free agency, we would get more athletic, we would be better defensively, and Robertson's 3-point shot, it's actually not that far away from being respectable. Now, if we were going to do this, of course Ibaka would be our starting 4, it would move Willie Cauley-Stein to the bench, and it would make him the new backup center, which I would actually be pretty okay with because From an offensive standpoint, he still needs some time to improve. And the front court tandem of Boogie and Serge Ibaka would just be perfect. I mean, let's be honest. And then Skal Labissiere would maintain being our backup 4, which I think he was okay with last season. And look, there are some other free agent guards available, like Kentavious Caldwell-Pope is available, and he would fit in what we want to do as well, but he's asking for way more money than Robertson is, and I think adding Robertson as well as Serge Ibaka would honestly be better for us than just giving all of our money to one guy. That's an idea, and feel free to give your opinion.